Lots of breaking news this evening. We're following an accident on the Turnpike this afternoon. Welcome to Action News at 5. I'm Diane Larson.
And I'm Lee Conklin.
We're going to get to that in just a moment. But first, breaking news out of Sylvania. A Southview High School football coach is off the team and in trouble with the law tonight. The Cougars just hours away from their game with Bowling Green, and volunteer assistant coach Robert Pollock will not be on the sidelines because he's facing drug trafficking charges. 13 ABC's Sean Haggerty following that story, joining us now with the latest. Sean?
Yeah, according to Lucas County booking records, Pollock was arrested just before 2 p.m. yesterday. He was booked into the jail a short time later when a mugshot was taken of him. Now, jail officials say he appeared in court today for an arraignment. There's the mugshot right there. He later bonded out of jail. Now, we don't know much about the actual incident, but we did talk to a spokeswoman with the Sylvania schools, and they tell us that Pollock has been dismissed from the program. We are also told that he will not be coming back to the program no matter what happens in the court process. That also coming from the district spokeswoman. We have a call into Sylvania Police. We're just starting to get a little bit of that information about the details surrounding the arrest, and we will bring those to you as soon as we get those together and stay on top of the story. Reporting live, Sean Haggerty, 13 ABC Action News.
All right, Sean, thank you. Still following that breaking news, traffic beginning to clear up tonight after a crash on the Ohio Turnpike. It happened about a mile away from the Perrysburg exit in Rossford. Our Amy Montgomery is live on the scene to give us the latest tonight. Amy.
Well, Lee, all lanes of traffic just opened up moments ago after that accident. But as you mentioned, it really caused some headaches for the drivers who were heading on the turnpike this way. We have some video that we shot earlier that we can show you. But we spoke with the Ohio State Highway Patrol, and they tell us that this was a multi-vehicle accident. Now, details on exactly how all of this happened or what happened are still unclear. But OSHP troopers tell us that there were some injuries that were resulted from this accident. Luckily, none of them appear to be serious, but they just opened all lanes of the turnpike here, and traffic is moving without any issue. But again, it did cause some headaches for the drivers that were heading this way earlier this evening. For now, reporting live, Amy Montgomery, 13 ABC Action News.
We're learning more tonight about breaking news out of Monroe County this evening. Troopers confirmed they found the remains of a woman yesterday afternoon. They received a call from a resident that human remains were found. Troopers were called to the wooded field off South Stony Creek Road near LaPrade Road. 13 ABC's Alexis Means joins us now with this breaking news. Alexis.
Well, state police say a man was going hunting, and that's when he found the body. Police say the body was found about 75 feet off the roadway in a wooded area. They say the body is badly decomposed. They are also working with a forensic anthropologist to determine when the female died. Officers are also going over missing person cases.
We'll use dental records. We'll get a hold of and get DNA, and then we'll work with the medical examiner's office to get that person identified.
Police say anyone with information should call the Michigan State Police Post in Monroe. Reporting live, Alexis Means, 13 ABC Action News.
Turning now to a health alert. A 57-year-old woman from Toledo has died from the West Nile virus. And she's not only the first person to die from the mosquito-borne disease in Lucas County this year. She's the first confirmed death in Lucas County in more than a decade. 13
ABC's Christine Long is live downtown at the health department with what's new at 5. Christine.
Diane Lee, what her family wants the public to know, what the Lucas County Health Commissioner wants the public to know, is that this is not a sign of a big West Nile outbreak. She already suffered from a weakened immune system that simply didn't allow her to fight back. Diane Wildarski of Toledo died last weekend from the West Nile virus.
It was shocking to us. The doctors were shocked.
The 57-year-old was a mother of 7, but loved countless kids throughout her life. Wildarski spent 18 years as a kindergarten teacher.
She knew so many people in so many different ways of life, but everybody knew her in the same way as a loving and caring person.
A few years ago, Wildarski had to quit her teaching job because she was in too much pain from scleroderma, a disease that compromises the autoimmune system. It got so bad this year that she lost a lot of weight and could barely move her fingers. Then about 3 weeks ago, a Tuesday, she went to the ER because she felt sick.
At Toledo Hospital, they treated her for dehydration. They gave her an IV and discharged her and told her to see her family doctor.
The next day, her doctor admitted her to the hospital. By Friday, she was unresponsive. She tested positive for West Nile.
With her having a suppressed immune system, she just didn't have what it took to fight it off.
We're at a baseline number of coverage cases each year.
The Lucas County Health Commissioner says it's rare that someone would die from a mosquito bite with West Nile, but Wildarski was at a greater risk because of sclerodoma. Most healthy people who get bit don't even know they have it. The 57-year-old is the only death in Lucas County this year because of West Nile. 3 others got sick and survived. Dr. Grossman says this is likely the new normal.
I think we'll be surprised if we don't see West Nile cases every mosquito season. It's here. The virus is now pretty well in our ambient atmosphere and environment. There's going to be mosquitoes that have it.
Wildarski's family spent the day writing thank you notes after the funeral services and finding a somewhat comforting meaning in the mosquito.
She's not suffering anymore.
Yeah, the rapid progression of West Nile virus almost seemed like a blessing compared to the long, drawn-out struggle that scleroderma is for a lot of people.
Dr. Grossman says the key to avoid getting infected with West Nile is prevention and avoid getting bit by mosquitoes. He says get rid of standing water and spray on a repellent. Reporting live downtown, Christine Long, 13 ABC, Action News.
One woman and a child were sent to the hospital after a driver ran into the back of a semi. This happened at the corner of Dorr and Moran. Both suffered only minor injuries. Now, we're told other children were in the car, but they weren't hurt. This happened near the University of Toledo about 10:30 this morning. We're still waiting to hear what caused the crash.
Weather-wise, back on the beam. Another nice day after we had a little hiccup yesterday. Today, beautiful.
Just gorgeous. Can it last is the big question. Meteorologist Jeff Cornish in for Jay, live in the 13 ABC First Warning Forecast Center to tell us more. Jeff.
Well, the showers will soon return. They'll be back here tomorrow, but Sunday is not a loss. Look outside on a beautiful evening. We do look nice out here this Friday evening with the clouds. There's punts and kicks, so we have to keep an eye on that. Back to you.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Toledo's NAACP will soon have a new leader, and he is a very familiar face. 13 ABC's Christian Brown joining us live with the latest on the change at the top. Christian.
Well, Lee, Ray Wood is taking over the reins of Toledo's NAACP as of October 25th. We broke the news yesterday on Action News at noon. Wood will be replacing Kevin Bedford, who stepped down so he could take another position in another state. Ray Wood is no stranger to the NAACP. He served as vice president for 4 years, but next week he'll hold the top job.
What I really feel my role is, and as president of the NAACP, is to bring people together, bring different organizations, different groups together, and let's have a meaningful, substantial conversation about what needs to be done, you know, not in this community, but in the area of human and civil rights.
Some question the relevance of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People at a time where the nation's president is black and the leader of this city is also an African American.
If we have a black president that's doing a terrible job, that benefits nobody. If we have a black mayor that's doing a terrible job, we want to make sure that, you know, that the NAACP is supporting and keeping checks and balances on everything, you know, including us. Everything needs checks and balances.
On a national level, tensions on race heightened this year during the Trayvon Martin case when an unarmed black teenager was shot and killed by neighborhood watchman George Zimmerman, who is now a free man. Locally, Wood says he wants to tackle Toledo's gang problem.
Whether they're educational needs or whether giving them, you know, some other opportunities outside of gang activities, and, you know, just trying to make them more accountable, more responsible, let them know that this community collectively loves them.
The NAACP has been around for 100 years in hopes of fighting injustices and ensuring equality for people of color. Wood hopes to serve as a unifier in this community, making it stronger, making it equal. In Toledo, Christian Brown, 13 ABC Action News.
And this just into our newsroom. Crews are working to fix a gas line leak in West Toledo. Columbia Gas spokesperson telling us crews found the leak at the intersection of North Haven and Eleanor this afternoon. Intersection will be closed, we're told, through the evening while crews make repairs there, but no customers will lose service. No word as to when it could reopen.